what we discovered is when you have a grandchild, you get thrown into the company of other grandparents. They all think that their grandchild is the most beautiful, smart, intelligent, gifted person ever to be born into the world. And I think that's lovely. And I wish them well with that belief, which I find rather poignant, because it turns out it is our grandchild who occupies this unique place in human history. But it is something that gives you pause for thought when you watch a new life, blossoming into the world. You have more time to pay attention to it when it's your grandchild. I mean, as a parent, you're far too fraught and exhausted and worn out and full of self-doubts and recriminations, and, as the long nights wear on. But with a grandchild, you get all the best of it, then give it back to Kate. And so it gives you time to observe things, and what it reminds you of is that all human beings are extraordinary creatures, that we're born with boundless possibilities. And, for a long time there was a debate about the relationship between nature and nurture. I honestly don't know why sensible professional people bothered to talk about this. As if, some people argued that children are born as a blank slate. They come into the world and they are shaped entirely by their experiences. And of course, it's absolute arrant nonsense. Anyone who's had a baby knows they come fully loaded. Isn't that right? They come into the world fully loaded with their own personalities, their dispositions. Exactly as Toby was saying, this baby's gay, I love her. I love this baby. You can feel the energy of a child the minute that you encounter the child. That's not to say that they will become all the things they could be. They are full of boundless potential. I mean, I think language is a very good example of this. I mean, most children, by the age of 3, have got the hang of language. They've learnt to speak. I mean, they're not doing poetry slams, not hosting meetings, but they've got the hang of it. But when you think of it, that's a remarkable achievement in a very short space of time. And the interesting thing to me is that nobody teaches children how to speak. You know that. If you've got children, you didn't teach your child to speak. And the reason I know you didn't is because you couldn't. It's far too complicated, and you don't know how you do it either. You don't reach a point, do you, where you sit your child down at the age of 18 months and say, look, we need to talk. Or more particularly, you do.